Holy crap, you guys, I feel like I'm struggle busting it so hard today. I'm getting so frustrated. However, that being said, we are actually going to do a haul today, and I'm pretty pumped about that, and I'm excited about these products, so I am going to buck the fuck up, okay? So the first product I have here was actually sent to me. This is the Radiant Spin Care System from goo.gl. This was sent to me by the company, and they gave me some really lucrative coupon codes. I don't benefit from them. They're not affiliate codes. I'm going to leave them down below. So basically what this is kind of like a less expensive Clarisonic. So there's a few things I want to talk about with this. My first impression wasn't that great, which is why I didn't review it right away, because I really wanted to test it and make sure that what I was feeling about it was actually accurate. So my Clarisonic was something I wanted for a really long time. I bought one finally, really liked it. Diesel got a hold of it. I was heartbroken. He chewed it. But it was still functioning. But then one day it just stopped working. And it wasn't that old. It was only like a year and a half old. It literally stopped working. It would charge but not actually turn on. I found that very frustrating. And for how much money it was for only to last 2 years was kind of bullshit. This is, I believe, $60. I will double check and correct myself if I'm wrong. But I believe it's $59.99 on their website when I double checked last time. And they actually gave me a 70% off coupon code, which again will be down below and has been for a while. So what I like about this is it actually gives you a body brush, and it's not as intense as the Clarisonic. So it's on, it's pretty quiet, it's spinning away, but it can go in the shower. There is a little pumice stone it comes with, and a exfoliator and a cleanser head. So the first thing that I didn't like about it, and now I've kind of gotten over it because I realized it was my own fault, is I had left the heads of these kind of sitting in a funny way, and I didn't put them back in the packaging, which you don't have to. You just need to leave them like actually sitting like this and not like sitting like this against something. See, mine is bent. I've been using this on my skin. It is helping. If you have sensitive skin and you find the Clarisonics too rough, this, I would definitely recommend it. But now that I've been using it a little bit more and incorporating it, I actually use one of the heads with my Clinique Take the Day Off. So basically I just run that over my face really quickly, and then I actually use this to really like get the makeup off, and then I will use the slightly more dense one for my actual cleanser. And in doing that, it's helping me. My favorite thing, which is super weird to actually use the large body scrub head for, is I got a bad burn on like probably the first day of the nice weather. So I started to peel a little bit, and I just used it dry because it's so soft. And it was able to kind of exfoliate off the peeling skin without taking my tan away, hurting me. And it just worked like perfection. It was the nicest exfoliant ever. After that, I just threw on some moisturizer and I didn't peel again. So this is not meant to be a huge review. It was supposed to just be like a haul unboxing, but this I thought actually deserved a little bit more conversation. And yeah, there's a bunch of coupon codes down there if you're interested, or if you were looking for a Clarisonic and you didn't want to pay that money, this is definitely an excellent option. So one of my things that I wanted so badly, and was one of my exceptions to No Money May, was the Flights of Fancy Wet n Wild collection. So I have tried out a whole bunch of these, and I put it back in the box because it looks nice this way. So what I would like to say is I have not tried the primer water yet because I was panning the Smashbox primer water in here. I have tried these two eyeliners. So there is a green liquid eyeliner and a gold. So far so good for those. I actually wish I hadn't bought the MAC liquid lash liner in the Hunter Green, because this is essentially the same thing, and I didn't actually realize that at the time. I thought it was black when I was first looking at it. There is 4 lip glosses. And if you know me, if you've been around, you know I don't like lip gloss, but these are actually really nice. I really love this one, which is in the shade Featherless, and I really like this one, which is in the shade Fly Gal. So if I was to go look at these in the store to buy them, I probably would have never bought them. I don't like lip gloss, but these are kind of like a lip gloss paint, and it actually wears nicely. Like, it wears off nicely, so you can reapply and it looks normal. I will say for this one, the orange one, which is in Pout of Paradise, I like the color on. I don't like how this one wears. This one goes and gives you butthole lips, and I don't like that. This dark one is the only one I haven't tried, and this is in Shut the Pluck Up, which I like just because of the name. It does come with 3 baked blushes. However, I would call this one down here more of a highlight because this one is gold. So we have Hummingbird Hype, Dare to Soar, and Don't Flutter Yourself. I have tried these two, really like them. They're very beautiful. It also gives you the 3 quads, and I like all of them. I've tried all of them. I think these are actually better quality than the reformulated palettes that are like the Comfort Zone and the old Pedal Pusher and those type. I bought those. They're okay. They're usable. They're good enough for the price, but these I find are much better. This blue shade here in Hasta La Costa Baby was amazing. Really loved it. And the Stop Ruffling My Feathers, and this one is Flock Party. These might not be in the order that they came in. My biggest gripe, actually I have 2 fairly significant gripes with this. The lip scrub that came with it is watermelon, and I really wanted this freaking lip scrub, but mine is essentially useless. This is supposed to be a lip scrub, not a ball. It is rock solid. The only reason I could even get it out of there was because when I went to use it, I had to like jam my finger in so hard and like scoop it out, and then the whole thing came out together. I haven't contacted them about this yet. I do intend to. My second gripe, and this really only goes for Canadians, is this box was $39.99. Check. Awesome. Cool. Shipping to Canada was $25. $25 by FedEx. And then it took like 2 weeks by FedEx to get here. So I paid $25 in shipping for a $40 product. After exchange, this cost me $100. And I realized that I have paid crazy amounts of money for things before. Like, I haven't attached a Denona palette, the big one, the huge one. I know that I'll spend money on things. But for a shipping cost to be $25 to Canada from LA when I know that other companies do it for $10 and faster really irritates me. Okay, so this is the biggest part of my haul and the part that I'm so pumped about. Thank you so much to Rebecca. She is one of my subscribers. She's also one of my Facebook friends, and let's just call it how it is. She's pretty much one of my friends now. She took the time to order a bunch of things for me, which I paid her for, not all of them. She actually is helping me with a giveaway that's coming up, so props to her and thank you so much for that. She sent all these things to me so I wouldn't have to pay customs, and I'm gonna go over what she sent. Also some things that I just couldn't find here. So the first thing she sent me was the Matte for Matte Jewels palette. It's called Jewel Pop. I have stuck my grimy little fingers in here. I haven't had a chance to play with this yet, but when I do, I will definitely do a review. This will be a review likely on the blog and not on my channel, because the other ones were all on my blog as well. So, you gotta keep it straight, you know? I'd been looking for this for like 2 years. She managed to get her hands on it and offered to send it to me. She actually sent this to me as a gift, so thank you so much. I actually can't thank you enough for the things that you've done for me in the time that I have met you on YouTube, so I'm gonna stop saying thank you because it's like going to be uncomfortable by the end of it. She also sent me this Images in Bloom Pink Himalayan Salt Soap. I've never tried any of the Himalayan salt anything. I know there's like lamps, and she explained it to me. I'm gonna have to look it up again, but at the back here it says pink Himalayan salt is mined from pure veins deep in the Himalayan mountain range. The salt contains more than salt. Analysis shows 18 to 20 additional minerals, including iron oxide, which makes the salt pink. The minerals are absorbed into the skin as replacement nutrients. The salt aids in detoxification, acts as an antiseptic, and offers a gentle clean to skin. I don't understand why it says we super fat. Adding 5% additional oil to the recipe that makes our soap moisturizing. So I'm actually kind of interested to try this. I tried something called Black Soap from a company called Black Soap. I will insert a picture up here if I can find it. I know I posted about them on my Instagram, and they had this like organic charcoal soap as well, and it was super cool and I really liked it. And that was surprising to me, so I'm kind of pumped to try this out. The next thing she sent me was a Lolia Relax hand cream. It's a shea butter hand cream. It's just little. It's gonna go in my purse. This is another thing that was not available in Canada yet, and I don't know why, because I think that Essence is either a European or a Canadian company. I just know it's definitely not from the States. And these are the Essence Metal Shock Shadows. So these are kind of like the Supernova shadows from ColourPop, but they are just a little bit less watery. These are more like a cream, and I think that the Super Shocks are kind of like, these just seem drier to me than those ones. Now that I'm looking at this, it actually says they are made in New York. So I have Total Eclipse, Second to Mars, and Galaxy Rocks. These are all darker, and I actually think that I like Galaxy Rocks the best. She also sent me the Ardell Lookbook Faves 8 pairs of false eyelashes. She did buy this for herself and decided she would never use it, so she thought it would be better suited to me. I don't use eyelashes all the time, but when I do, I was just attacked by the glue. I would use Ardell or Kiss lashes from Walmart. So I'm actually kind of excited to try some of these. There's some really different and exotic lashes in here, and I really stick to just what I'm comfortable with. So I'm cool with getting out of my comfort zone, and I'm gonna do it. And my absolute most favorite thing, and why I am zoomed out so far for this whole video, is she ordered me the PR box from BH so I didn't have to pay customs on it. So I did obviously send her money for this because goddamn, I'm not that cruel. But look how awesome this is. I know this is kind of like been talked about, but I'm pumped to talk about. I'm wearing this on my eyes today. Oh my god. So the first thing that comes in the box is the Weekend Festival palette, which is all over my face. I have tried it a few times since I got it. I'm really drawn to Hippie, and Electric keeps on ending up in my crease almost every single time. I think it's okay to zoom you in now so you can see better. But I am currently wearing Ultimate Electric Palooza. It literally just says Palooza. And I think some Dippy and some Swag, and I just started like mixing them up. But one of the main reasons I wanted this is because it kind of reminds me of the Distortion palette from Urban Decay. I don't own it, it didn't interest me, but when I sat here and I was looking at this today, trying to think of some comparisons of why and what it would look like, Distortion kept popping into my head. This is what Distortion should have been. So if you actually look at the way they've done this as well, I'm trying not to flip this at you. This is a really lovely quad. This is a really lovely quad. This is a really lovely quad. And this is a really lovely quad. And this is a really lovely quad. We have some brights, brights, neutrals, neutrals, and some more brights. But you can actually get bright looks out of this, like full crazy bright looks like what I'm wearing. You can also get just plain neutral looks out of this. Like, that's the kind of versatility I would like to see. I only have one comment, and that is that there is not a ton of transition shades, which people own other palettes if they're buying something like this, most likely. So you probably have them, so it's not a big deal. And I appreciate that there is no black in this palette. This also came with the 6 highlights. I know Raw Christy Beauty didn't love some of these. So far for me, I have been really, really digging them. Some of them are not as opaque as the others. I feel like the gold, what am I looking at here? The gold and the silver are definitely the most opaque for sure, and I'm wearing the silver, and it actually got away from me. I had to like go and blend the silver out because I barely touched my eye, and it was just like, boom, silver, you're a spaceship now. And I also have this one on my eyes today too. Basically today was an exercise in how much shit can you put on your face. And last but not least in this lovely thing is the brushes. So many moons ago when I was doing YouTube originally, BH was super huge in the market and they had kind of gone away. I bought a brush set at that time and I hated it. It was so synthetic, it was so shitty. Honestly, I don't even have any of those brushes. They have been tossed at this point, and I bought like a full set of 50, I think, which at the time I think was like $15.99. So what did I expect? But this comes with, I'm going to show the box because I think it's just easier than all these ratty ass brushes I've already dirtified. So we have a powder brush, a blush brush, contour, foundation, fine concealer, large blending, fluffy shader, pointed crease brush, angled brow brush, and a fine liner brush. I have used almost all of these and they are so much better quality. I don't know what happened to BH in the last, like, I want to say maybe 2 years, but they were kind of popular. And then Morphe and ColourPop came out and BH kind of got replaced by them. And now they are coming back and smashing it out of the park. Like everything I have touched in this kit is amazing. So because of that, stay tuned for a review video because we may or may not have purchased an entire other set. And I say we because Rebecca really did it. Thank you for that. We may or may not have a full set of this coming in the giveaway. And not just the brushes, the whole thing. So if you want to subscribe now so you make sure that you know when that comes, you may want to do that. So that is essentially my haul from everything here. I know it was like no money May, but I actually did order the BH Cosmetics kit before May even started. It just took a while to get here, which is totally fine. And the Flights of Fancy was in my rules of no money May. And everything else was sent to me by Rebecca. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate all of my subscribers, to be honest with you. I've been so happy to be back and it's been such a joy to be able to meet some new people and hang out with everyone. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this haul. Don't forget that there are some coupon codes down below. There are no affiliate links. I think it says that there are coupons/affiliates, but I don't actually have any affiliate links anymore, so you're good to go.